Gold Star Promotions is proud to present Floyd Money Mayweather. The man himself is coming to the UK for his UK tour, February and March 2020. For all info and tickets, Gold Star Promotions, the host of UK.
Well, yeah, back on Behind the Gloves with another interview. I'm joined by the one and only Anthony Yarde. First of all, I appreciate your time. How are you feeling in this event? It's a different event. What have you seen so far? What do you like about it?
You know what? I love the atmosphere. I love the knockdowns, the knockouts. It's fast paced. You know, you got the fighters trying to put everything as a free runs, which is always exciting. It's like the amateurs, but or watching elite amateurs, and it's always going to be interesting and exciting to watch.
Did you have a favourite before coming in?
I didn't. I know Jonathan. I've seen Nick Webb fight before. There's another guy as well I've seen fight before.
The Polish guy.
Whitaker. I've seen Whitaker fight as well. And I just want to see a good show.
All right, I just want to talk about you. First of all, you're looking in really good shape. You've been staying in the gym?
Come on. Listen, one thing about me, is boxing is my life. I know right now I'm living in a country, I'm living in England. I was born in England, so I was born with opportunity. There's a lot of kids, a lot of people that were born without opportunity, you know, so I always think about it every day. I've been on both ends of the scales. You know, I didn't start boxing when I was young. I started boxing when I was 19. So I've gone through the thing of going to school. I worked, you know, I had a normal 9-to-5 job. I choose boxing every single time. I love the sport of boxing, so I'll keep myself fit, I'll keep myself training hard. After the fight, obviously, I had a hard fight, my first world title fight, etc. Went out to Russia, so I took a break. First time I've taken a break, a bit of time to myself. I took about 5 weeks off. Back in the gym, I'm sharp.
Listen, it was a really good fight against Kovalev. You gave a really good account of yourself. But after that fight, there was a lot of critics saying, you know, maybe you should change trainers. We know Tunde gives a good vibe, but a lot of people were saying, you know, maybe he should try someone else. As a fighter, did that ever creep in your mind? What was your thought process behind that?
Me or you? Listen, one thing about fighters of today, they don't form any sort of units. Everything's business based. With me, I joined Tunde from when I was an amateur. I was training with Tony Cisse. I had one amateur coach, and I hope, and I will actually, have one professional coach. You know, I'm not a person that sees into the future, but Tunde is like my uncle. Me and Tunde are like family. Ade as well, I can't leave Ade. Ade is one of my trainers as well. I'm one of the people, I like bonds. I don't only go in there thinking about business or thinking about anything like that. For me, it's us. We walk in there as a pack of lions. And it's not about switching, mixing and matching. I'm a loyal person. You get what I'm saying? And as much as Tunde might make mistakes, I'll make mistakes. I'm not a perfect fighter, he's not a perfect trainer. We aim to be, but we're not yet. Just like everyone else trying to grind and trying to better themselves. I criticise myself, I criticise Tunde, I criticise everybody that was involved because we didn't win the fight. But also I give us big props because a lot of fighters that was in my position wouldn't have taken that risk. But I'm a strong believer in big risk, big reward.
So most definitely. Listen, now the future is definitely bright. There's talks about Canelo Alvarez. I've seen something recently. Is it possible? Can it happen?
100%. Canelo's in my weight division. He's a world champion. He mentioned my name recently as well. I've always had high respect for Canelo. I've even, when he was coming out or going up in weights, I was always posting Canelo. I showed how he grew so much from his Floyd defeat. Again, I've had a defeat now. Everyone will see how much I will go. The Canelo that fought Floyd, you see the Canelo fighting now. And again, he wasn't inexperienced at the time, but he was inexperienced compared to Floyd. And now he's taking that experience and look where he's gone.
The real question is though, what happens when AY gets in against CA?
God damn! Listen, I've always been confident in myself. The Kovalev fight, as I predicted, I told everybody, I'm not going to go in there looking for points. I'm going to go in there, I'm looking for a knockout. That's the only way I thought I was going to win the fight. So, I said to myself, when it gets past the 6th round, I'm going to hurt him at some point.
You did?
And I did. When I hurt him, it's Dragon Ball Z. I'm powering up and I'm going Goku. That's all that happened. And then I hurt him in the 8th round. I went for it and I didn't pull it off. That's all it was. If I pulled it off now, I would have got all the praise in the world. But I know boxing, and I wasn't going to go to a man's backyard and win on points, because even if it was close, and I've seen boxing time and time again, and I'd rather lose the fight how I did than go on points and play it safe and then I lose anyway. So I went for it. If I fight Canelo, you're gonna say a different answer.
If you've got one message to Canelo Alvarez, and it doesn't have to be disrespectful, what would you say to him?
It's always gonna be respect against Canelo because what he's accomplished, how he carries himself, and what he's done for the sport. All I will say to Canelo is I respect you. All I will say to Canelo is I respect you, and I will love the opportunity. That's all it is.
All right, and last question, I've got to ask you because it's hot right now. Anthony Joshua came back, regained his titles again, fellow London guy. What was your sort of assessment of his fight? A lot of people wanted him to come out and were disappointed that he didn't knock him out, but he did display a really good level of boxing. What did you make of the fight?
One thing I'm going to say is you cannot please everybody. Boxing fans in particular, you cannot please every boxing fan, you know. Me personally, I thought he done fantastic. He went out there and he won the best way for himself. He had a lot on the line. He outboxed Ruiz 10 rounds out of 12. And Ruiz don't get the credit he deserves. He's got very, very quick hands, and when you get close to him, he lets loose. So Joshua stuck to his game plan, stayed on the outside and boxed and got the victory. That's what matters.
All right, Anthony, I appreciate your time. I know you're with your friends, so I appreciate always. All the best moving forward.
Lions in the cup.
Lions in the cup.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go and do so by clicking the icon right here and hit the bell button so that every time we upload a new video, you get an alert so that you don't miss out.